In this video, I will show you how to upgrade your Raspberry Pi OS Buster to Bullseye, which is the latest and greatest OS version. Hello, Kirill Peyanskis here. Raspberry Pi OS is based on Debian Linux and the current one is based on Debian 10 with codename Buster. However, since several months there is a new stable Debian 11 version called Bullseye. Just to mention here that later in the video we will see who is the winner of my last giveaway. Regardless that Raspberry Pi organization is still not updating their official image, there is a way to upgrade your installation. On top, it is not hard at all. If you're running Home Assistant supervised installation, like me, you will be just fine when they completely remove the support for Debian 10. So, let's upgrade our Raspberry Pi from Buster to Bullseye. Together, the first step is to backup your current Raspberry Pi OS just in case that something goes totally wrong. There are several ways to do that. For example, if you're using an SD card, just clone it on another SD card or other drive. If you're booting your Raspberry Pi from USB hard drive or SSD drive, then you can use a script like the one that I listed in the video description, for example. And if you have other ways to backup, use it. But please, do not skip this step as it is the most important one. I'm going to use a Raspberry Pi 4, but you can use the same procedure for Raspberry Pi 400. And I believe it will also work for Raspberry Pi 3. Also, I will connect to my Raspberry Pi remotely over SSH. But you can execute the same commands when you open the terminal available in the Raspberry Pi OS if you prefer that. Regardless the Pi model and remote connection or not, let's upgrade all packages before changing the version to Bullseye. I will connect to my Raspberry Pi using the SSH command. My username is Pi and this is my IP. I'll enter my password here, and inside, when I enter inside my Raspberry Pi, I'll type sudo apt update. Do you want to accept these changes and to continue updating from this repository? This is because the stable repository is now becoming old stable. I'll hit yes here. You might see a message saying that the version has changed from stable to old stable. In this case, it's necessary to accept the change running the following command. After this command is finished, I'll paste another one, sudo apt update with switch allow release info change. This is because of this old stable warning that I received earlier, and I'll just hit enter. Before switching to Bullseye, I will update my packages in Raspberry Pi Buster OS to their latest possible versions. That way, a very few packages will have to be updated later on. After I'm ready with this, I'll paste another 3 commands. They are separated with these 2 characters, and I will upgrade the packages and then I'll do a dist upgrade and then full upgrade. This will take a while, but I'm not in a hurry. I'll hit yes here. And I'll wait. During the process you may see a screen with a changelog. To close it, type Q and continue. I will press Q here to continue. While you're waiting, why don't you smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm? That way you help this video to be populated and distributed to many other people who are struggling with updating their Raspberry Pi to the latest Bullseye 11 version of Raspberry Pi OS. Thank you! It seems that my first comment of my series of comments is finished successfully, and the second one is asking me do you want to continue, so I'll hit yes. After everything is finished, a system reboot is required. Everything is finished, so I can reboot my Raspberry Pi. Time for the actual Raspberry Pi OS Bullseye 11 upgrade. The first step here is to change the apt source list to Bullseye instead of Buster. After the Raspberry Pi has started, I'll connect again and I'll edit the sources.list just a little bit. I just have to replace the booster keyword with bullseye, that's all. I'll Ctrl X and Y to save the changes. Now I just have to repeat the same commands as before, and that is to update the package list and to upgrade the packages, but this time to bullseye. Now I'll execute the same series of commands to update the packages, to upgrade them, to dist upgrade them, and to full upgrade finally, and I have to wait again. If you get questions whether to keep your existing versions of some config files, I can recommend to say yes, and to keep your existing configurations versions. That way you avoid losing your customizations. I'll type yes here. I'll type Q again on this dialog to continue further. At some point, a question to allow restarting the Raspberry Pi OS services during the upgrade will be probably presented. If you choose yes, you'll be not asked again for this. Otherwise, it will ask you multiple times for many of the running services on your Raspberry Pi. Restart services during package upgrades without asking? Yes. One final reboot is needed, and if everything is fine, I should have a Raspberry Pi OS bullseye based on Debian 11 up and running. After everything is finished, I'll reboot my Raspberry Pi one more time and I'll hope for the best.
One reboot later.
I will ping my Raspberry Pi to check. Is it already up? Yes, it is alive. I'll try to connect to it now. Okay, that's good. To double check if I'm really running the Raspberry Pi OS bullseye 11, I can execute the following command. Let's check the Raspberry Pi OS version. And it says bullseye. Linux Debian 11 is now in place. Very good. Great. And just like that, I have an up and running Raspberry Pi running Raspberry Pi OS bullseye 11. And now I'm not concerned about the old Booster 10 version deprecation. Last week I told you that if you leave a comment under my Home Assistant SwitchBot MQTT integration video, you will have a chance to win a SwitchBot NFC tag. And now, the winner is... Let's see how I randomly choose the winner using a Node-RED flow. This is my Node-RED flow that I'm going to use to pick the winner. When I hit this button, the winner will be shown right here. All of the names and comments are stored in this node, and this function randomly choose one. So let's go. And the winner is Marcello something. Is there MQTT installation and setup video inside Home Assistant? This is the winner, congratulations! And in fact, I have such MQTT Home Assistant installation video, and I replied to Marcello with the link in the comments. Marcello, please contact me via email, Discord or Twitter with your mail address in order to send you the award. Congrats one more time. If you wish to secure this channel existence, check the supported methods listed in the video description. Join my Discord, follow me on Twitter, and remember, home smart, but not hard. I'm Kirill, and I'm done speaking. Bye!